Very good. Well, before the audio show, I'm just going to set up. I'm here at the famous Boulangerie Exhibitor Bagel Factory. This is world renowned for the best bagels, better than New York. And I'm coming in here. Yes, that's right. The meilleur, the best. So here I am. I've been coming here as a native Montrealer since I was back in 1960. And this is the Emporium here. A lot of history, wood fire, and they're the best. So I'm going to be picking up a dozen poppies for breakfast for the next 3 days, and then when I leave I'm going to buy 4 dozen to bring back to Denver. So there's all the good stuff here. And again, I've been coming here since I was a little boy with my parents, and it's a family tradition here. There we go. So everyone in Australia, when you come to Montreal, get a bagel here at Saint-Viateur, not Fairmont. You have to go to Saint-Viateur. Look at that, my fresh poppies are coming out. Look at that. Look at that, all the way in there. They even got an exemption to have a wood fire here. The communist government didn't want them to use wood fire anymore. So that's it. What they do is they boil it in honey water. Yep, a honey water. And then it goes into the oven. And that makes the difference. So remember, Saint-Viateur, when you come from Australia over here, and I'll see you at the show. And where there's maple trees, there are apple orchards. So there's the Mont Saint-Grégoire. So we're going to go and have some apple cider. So this is the old way that they used to make maple syrup. They used to collect it in these cans. I had a cabin where we had 200 of these. And the maple syrup comes out, drips out of the spigot. Now what happens is everything's all with pipe, but this is the old way. Here we are, we're in the sugar camp, and what they're doing is they're putting in some wood in here, and we got maple sap, so it's the water from the trees, and 37 gallons makes 1 gallon of maple syrup. So basically it takes a whole day, and so this is what is a traditional sugar camp dating back to 1867. Here, this is the maple syrup that comes out hot, and it's put on snow.
Yeah.
And ça fait la tire.
La tire Sainte-Catherine.
La tire Sainte-Catherine? No, I don't think so. There we go.
It's good, the tire Sainte-Catherine.
So this is delicious.
Yeah. Maple is very good.
Say hello à l'Australie. Ça c'est pour l'Australie, les Australiens. Say hi.
Hi.
Very good.
C'est à volonté, changer de bâton à chaque fois s'il vous plaît.
Okay, very good. So the syrup is hot. They pour it onto snow, and then makes like a nice little toffee. All right, very good. Well, here we are. We're at the Hotel Bonaventure in Montreal downtown, and this is the Audio Fest in Montreal. People are still setting up and whatever, and we're just going to interview the 2 organizers here, Sarah and Michelle, and they'll give you a little introduction of where the show started and what they're doing that's different.
Yeah, we do a lot of things different, I think, in Canada. So it's the 36th edition of the Montreal Audio Fest, and it makes it probably the second oldest one in the world. So we do have the audio teen, which is very special. We are inviting the teenager to come to the show with their family on the Sunday for free, and we are doing a draw with the audiophile gave us some of their components and some of the manufacturers as well, and we're doing 10 systems that we will draw on Sunday afternoon for the teenager. We have the wine and the whiskey nights, where we have sommelier in rooms that will taste the wine with the music. It's a match of music and wine. Same thing with the whiskey. Beside that, what do we have? We have about 100 exhibitors, 6,000 visitors from Canada and USA. Our friends from USA are more than welcome, of course. And
We have the audio fee, which is a room meant by only women.
Oh, that's great.
Then
Oh,
in
it keeps
that
them
room,
occupied.
You can get a gin, you can get a whiskey. It's the party room.
Yeah, like I mentioned to you in the little preamble on the way here just before takeoff, of all the shows in globally in the world, this is tailored to the musical experience of the people coming in.
Correct.
It's not just equipment sales; it's the camaraderie. They have an 80s night music going on
Saturday night.
on Saturday night, so everyone let their hair down. I normally take my shirt off and dance around, but it's nice to be back in Montreal, and we'll speak to you later and see how the show went and whatever, but come on down to Montreal. And Shane and all your viewers out there, very unique, very unique. There are a lot of things to do after the hours, and it's just wonderful. So I was glad that Anne Bisson and Daniel Jacques coaxed me. So I've been stuffing on French-Canadian fast food for the last 3 hours and now setting up. So we'll see these guys a bit later on.
Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, they're all setting up here, and here's one of my old friends here, Chris Black. He was one of our reps many moons ago.
Cleaned a lot of vinyls.
There we go, restored. It's not cleaned. So here we are, everyone's just setting up. So I don't get around to see any of the rooms, so just wanted to show you some of the individuals that are in the business. And Chris has been how long in the business?
25 years.
And your background, and you know what lines you're repping now. What are you doing now?
On the floor, and
Yep.
now I'm repping Ericsson Consumer and Kevro, which are Montreal Audio, Michi, and also JBL, Mark Levinson, and all those guys too.
Very good. Yeah, very good. A lot of miles up here in Canada. So anyways, I'm just going to go around and see some more people that I know, and we'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, look who's here. Say hi, Shane. Australia again. There's Van.
Hi,
Hey,
guys.
hey, I saw your setup there with the ARs and the Acoras, and yeah, I was forced to come down here.
You already snuck in, did you?
I snuck in. There we go. They let me in. I don't know if they'll let me in back in the States. Who knows? Very good. And then I bumped into this gentleman here.
Hi,
And what's your name, sir?
Fabrizio
Fabrizio. Where are you from?
from Italy, but I live here in Montreal.
Okay. And what's the company name?
Harmonic Audio,
Harmonic Audio. Okay. Tell me something a bit about you and the company.
it's like a kind of DIYer, like we make speakers, tube amplifiers. This year we are just demonstrating my speakers are like a bass horn, full horn, three-way speaker. It's an old project from the 50s. The original designer was Abby Cohen. You find a lot of literature about him even online. For the first time here in North America, we distribute this phono preamp. It's from Italy. The name is it's from the company Father's Power. It's an extremely complete phono preamp. It's well known in Europe, in Asia, and we are trying to introduce this company, especially the phono preamp, here in North America.
Okay. And I notice you have an interesting turntable here.
Turntable is we rebuilt it.
Yes.
It was a very rare Lessa. Lessa was an Italian company. They used to make some parts for Lenco
Oh, really?
too. Yeah. And it's a rare one because like it's the only one not automatic. With a transmission that is idler and alter, like the Torrance 124.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was more like for broadcast. And I
this-
bought it here in Canada, in Toronto actually, from a gentleman that found it in a dump, like in
Wow.
trash.
So what do the speakers go for, and what do what in retail and Canadian?
The speakers, let's say we are in the range like of Eclipse Rascal, Eclipse Horn, like that kind of price. So 18,000 the speakers for the pair.
The preamp?
The preamp, we are at 17. We're talking about Canadian dollars, 17,500. And we have the Torres. My friend that is the owner of Phonograph that distributes Torres for North America. He gave me his integrated Torres hybrid tube and solid state amplifier.
Yeah, and what does that go for?
This one is 16,000, around 16,000 Canadian.
Well, very good. Well, one of the exhibitors picked up a record from you, so I'm going to be restoring some records for him over the next couple of days here. So everyone's setting up. So grazie for the wonderful explanation. And normally in my booth I always have an espresso machine, but it's going to Chicago. So
tomorrow,
yes,
we are lucky because we have the bar here and the coffee.
Yeah.
Next.
Very good. Okay, molto bene. Enjoy the show. Good success. Ciao. Ciao. There we go. And here we have the Acoras. I met with Van over in Dallas last week. He'll be coming. And he's resurrected the audio research product line. So he's resurrected that, so we'll have his Acoras running on the audio research, and I'm sure I'll bump into him tomorrow. I'm going to have to tell his wife that the espresso machine is on its way to the show in Chicago. So no espresso for the lady, but so I'm glad to see him, and they're going to be here tomorrow. Okay, very good, guys. Here we are. It's the first day, 2 hours to go, T-2. As you well know, I'm always with Daniel Jacques, who was the first importer of Focal and the business manager for Anbison, and I'm the sponsor in the States for them. And here we have Donald Locke from Focal. So tell us what's new here at the show.
Well, hi everyone. Okay, what's new then and what we're presenting this year is a new Focal Diva Utopia speaker. It's the first collaboration from A to Z between Name and Focal. Focal designs and builds all their own drivers by hand, and then Name designed all the electronics to match those drivers in this cabinet, so you have a very homogeneous system that is super easy to set up. Takes about 10-15 minutes to set it up. It's all using test tones, use your ear. All the drivers have their own amplifiers. So you have woofers on the sides, you have mid-range, beryllium tweeter, as always in Focal. And what's really cool about these is it's designed more as a lifestyle product as well as an audiophile product. So you can remove these panels, okay, and replace them. You can have custom colors made. You can have standard colors. You have black, you have white, you have a couple of wood finishes. But if a customer wants it in Ferrari red, they can do it.
Oh wow, that's great! I'm really impressed hearing the joint development, if you want, and also being able to very easily set it up. And lifestyle is in. You guys have a lot of new stuff coming out with lifestyle. I saw some of the other speakers. What does this go for Canadian retail?
This is 50,000 Canadian for the pair.
Okay, that means that's 5,000 US. Little humor.
$1.25.
$1.25. There you go.
You can use them wired or wireless. Here we're using the wire between the two. All the electronics are Class A/B. This is not a Class D amplifier. This is true Name equipment. You can think of it essentially as a 300 stack, the new 300 series stack built in. You have the streamer, you have the amplification, you have the preamplifier, you have multiple inputs.
Wow.
It's designed to be super easy for somebody who doesn't want a stack of gear, but wants all the flexibility of having all those components, well, those components are now included inside the speaker.
That's great. And phono stage in, or do we still need a phono out?
Log in, so you'd still need a phono stage.
Phono stage. Very good. Well, that's exciting. I think you'll get a lot of good mileage out of it. I like the simplicity. You know, us old farts that have been in the business for a long time, we know how to toe in, toe out, and whatever. To have some tones and whatever to allow you to get the imaging and the sound stage set. Very interesting. And Shane over in Australia, he's a recording engineer, and it would be very interesting for him to give these guys a whirl. Because he's been doing a lot of setups and whatever and helping folks understand how to set things up. So this is kind of making it easier for the new lifestyle generation. Fits just perfectly in. So thanks. And guys, I'm going to go around and see what else is here before the start of the show. And here's a name we all know over here. And who's this guy here?
I'm Stéphane Mentor from Massimo Consumer. So I'm the sales director for Canada, and we are here for the 36th Audio Fest in Montreal in March. And we do showcase this weekend our Bowers & Wilkins 801 Signature D4 attached with our new Marantz 10 series. So we do have two Model 10 and bi-amp mode to drive the 801s, and we do have the Link 10, which is our DAC streamer and preamps. Currently we are using a playlist from Cobus.
Yeah, we know David very well.
Yes, and we do have a room ready feature as well with the Link 10, which is fine, which is great. So first time in Montreal.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great. Well, the guys in Australia will get a little flavor of what's new up here in Canada.
Absolutely.
Hey, thanks again for your time.
You're welcome.
Merci. Bye.
Au revoir.
And here we have also the Unity that we saw over in Florida. But we got some. I think this will cement the idea of what we just saw there with the new versions of the Utopia. What do you got there?
Yeah, for example, we have the new Musical Fidelity New Vista series. Big, bulky, heavy, sound awesome.
Yep.
This is for the true audiophile.
Yep.
This is not for the lifestyle customer. What we've noticed is more of a trend in the market of people downsizing their homes, downsizing their gear, because now they don't have the room in the home. So the gentleman who had a stack of gear about that high before, it's not going to fit in their new condo. So what they want is they want that kind of sound. They want great sound, but they just want it in a small, neat, beautiful little package that looks really good in the living room. And that's where we have products like the name Unity, the name Star, the name Core, Nova. It does everything for you. If you want to add a turntable, you can, but 99% of the time people will just do streaming. So all you have to do is plug it into your network, hook up a pair of speakers, and you're good to go. And you get the legendary name sound.
Very good, very good. Well, again, have a successful show, and you guys always have a great exposure of all the products.
Hope you enjoyed the show.
You know, you never know who you're going to meet at these shows, guys. Again, if you want, Quebec's a great place to come and get a great culture and whatever. And here we have two characters here. First of all, on the left is David Berthollet. He's with Audiolite. He's actually one of our distributors up on the other side of Quebec. And here we have Luc Poirier, who is one of the most interesting characters because he has a Made in Quebec cable. And what they're presenting here is something very unique. These speakers here are from Davis out of Paris, out of actually Marseille. I was their manufacturer's rep for 5 minutes or maybe 5 days. They were kind of contemplating to come to North America, and they have tuned a speaker with Jazzis, and I met Monsieur and Madame in Taiwan about 14 years ago at the high-end show. So if you want to say something a bit there, Luke and David, about what you got here, that'd be appreciated. Dis bonjour.
Hi.
Hi, there we go. See, there we go.
Sorry, my English is not so good. I it's my colleague Luke to explain you the system.
Your English is very good because everyone has an Australian twang, so we don't understand what the Australians say. So go ahead there, Luke.
All right. So the Davis Acoustic Company and the Jadis Audio Company, they've been working together mostly on R&D and developing the product together. So of course Davis does the speaker, Jadis does the gears. What we wanted to show is the top end of their R&D collaboration together. So you have the i70 amp. You have the i70 amp, who's an integrated amplifier with KT170.
The nice 170s, yep.
One of the features of Jadis is that they do their own transformers. So
yes.
Everything is all made, custom built. This is a point-to-point connection amplifier. Also, just coming up to the show, that's the DAC, the GS2 Mark IV DAC from Jadis. It's a tube DAC, and it's the first time we offer it at the show. And also you have the cables.
Yep.
So these are crescendo cables made in Quebec, handmade, custom made. So, and yeah, that's about it. I mean,
what does the wall go for in Canadian dollars? Say combien dollars post pre-Trump?
42,000.
42,000 Canadian.
For this color.
Yep.
And it starts at 32,000 in it's wood finish.
Okay.
Normal wood finish.
And what about the Jadis? What do they go for in price?
In price in Canada, it's
that's 19,000.
Okay. Yep.
MSRP. This one I think is 12,000.
Yeah, 12,000.
Now, what's very interesting about the Davis speakers is they actually started making speakers for Renault, Citroën, and they came out first with the first carbon fiber cones. So I had the chance to meet the family, Olivier, who was the son, maybe 14, 15 years ago, and they had a wonderful line of speakers that I met actually in the Munich show.
Okay.
And I wanted to become their rep. So I'm glad to see that the Davis speaker line is still there. And let's just walk over to your cables here.
Yep.
Very good. Yeah. Something that's very important is electrical approvals. And we have a lot of cables that are being made, being sold in the States, as in my last video. They have no approvals whatsoever.
Yeah, it's a tough pattern, tough certification. So I have it's called here in Quebec, Les Produits du Québec. That is a government agency for certification that you get 2 audits, and they audit the way you pattern and you assemble your cable. So we had the chance to be certified about a month ago. So this is truly 100% Canadian and 100% Quebec.
Yep, I have my previous sales manager and my son's godfather. He worked with the CRIC, which was a laboratory right here in Montreal that would test electronic equipment and whatever. Then he went over to CSA, ACNAL, when CRIC closed, and it's nice to see the Quebec government sponsoring small companies that are able to get their products approved. So that's wonderful. So, like I said last night, come to Quebec. Everyone's still setting up. I appreciate the time that we have here with everyone. And again, these are quite interesting. This is the wall. And in the other room, you said they had the stage. The stage,
That's
okay.
The little brother of this guy.
Very good. Well, I'm going to go and take a look at that as well.
All right.
So, guys, take a look at Davis Acoustics and also Jadis. I'm sure the Jadis line you're very well aware of, but the Davis and collaboration with Jadis is very refreshing. Enjoy the videos. Okie dokie. Well, today is now it's just about 4:15. We got another hour or two. My dealer Acoustic here is selling all his wares and whatever. And this is the marketplace. This gentleman here, I bought some nice books from him. All books related to music. Dis bonjour à Australie, c'est pour les Australiens. Very good, very good. So I got a couple of books here to give away. And then we have our records. There we go. So we have a couple of guys here selling vinyl. And then we restored a fellow's record over here that was totally scratched, unplayable. So he's going to be going home tonight, and he's going to be playing what I restored. And then here we have headphones that are all mixed in here as well. A lot of workstations to play video streamers, or audio streamers I should say. A lot of specials here. Sennheiser's a nice area here. More headphones. Here we go. Ici Grado, Canada. Bonjour, Grado. Bonjour, bonjour. John's not here?
John's not here.
Yeah, John gave me his Grados for use at Kirmuss Audio.
Okay.
Donc, aux États-Unis, on l'utilise pour faire des A/B testing de nos vinyles après la restauration. So they're great headphones.
They are.
Yep. Anne Bisson use them. I use them. So John is stuck in. This is for Australie.
Okay.
Australian hi-fi. There we go. Dis bonjour. There we go. Hi, Australia. Very good. There we go. We had SPL here.
And it's we got our
audio is alive and well. Here we're going to go to the Café Audiophile. They meet every Sunday. We're going to be doing a seminar in the next couple of weeks. Dis bonjour à Australie. C'est pour, yeah, this is for Aussie audiophile. Say hi to Australie. There we go. Bonjour de Montreal. Music is live. There we go.
Hello, Australia.
Oh, I got it. Very good, Shane. See, I'm not the only crazy guy. So very good.
We're a bunch.
C'est ça. That's ça c'est le joie de vivre in Quebec. You can make an ass out of yourself and still be working next day. There we go. And this guy here, the Beatles story. This fellow here you saw yesterday, he's now all organized with everything in display, so just wonderful, just wonderful. So now everything's unpacked. Say hi to Australia.
Hi, Australia. My name's Jerry. I love the Fab Four.
Yeah, and Jerry, how did you get into this craziness here?
Passion.
Passion? What was your first piece?
My first piece?
Yes.
It's the White Album, the Beatles White Album.
Okay, very good.
It was the first frame, and the first guitar was this one.
There we go. There we go.
That was the first one.
Wow.
And then I couldn't stop.
Then you couldn't stop. Well, remarkable collection. Thanks for bringing it.
It's a pleasure.
So guys, I'm going to get back to selling my restoration machines and whatever. But as you can see, like I said, there's a joie de vivre when you come to Quebec. It's not just about products. You've got passion everywhere. So enjoy. Tiens. Cheers, man. All the best. All right, here I mentioned in the preamble, these are going to be drawn for the younger generation. We got a lot of vintage equipment here. I particularly like this Hitachi setup here with a nice tuner and the amp. Obviously a nice vintage Technics turntable. So everyone's going to be, there'll be 6 systems that are going to be up for grabs. And then the folks that donated the equipment are going to help the youth in using the equipment and becoming junior audiophiles. So it's really a great idea on getting new kids and the new generation involved with music. Just wonderful. Gin and tonic sounds great. There's music, there's drink, there's enjoyment. Welcome to Montreal, Canada. So it goes till 8 p.m. There, McLaren Audio right here. And B. Bowers and Wilkins. She's selling her salad there. Salad. Oui, vend la salade là, selling the records. Yeah, as you can see, really, this is truly an audio event. I don't care what people say about Exponent and Munich. Here you have the passion of people and music. C'est la name folk. Moi j'ai déjà ça, mais je vois No, not yet. There we go. We got stolen here. Ah, totally tubular. Very good. Very good. If I run out of a tube, I know where to get it today. Greetings, greetings. Say hi to Australia. Yeah, this is for an Aussie audio file for Shane's channel. So I'm the official ambassador, just taking a couple of videos. This is for Shane, an Aussie audio file. Hey man, what's going on? What are you doing here?
Good to see you.
Good. What room you in?
This one right here, West Mount 4.
Okay.
Representing the Stenheim loudspeakers.
Yep, absolutely right on the money. Very good. Anything new in there today, or?
Well, yeah, the newest product from them called the 2.5s, along with Sim Audio and Nordos.
Very good. Yep. Nordos, why not, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you think of the Montreal show?
I gotta tell you, the attendance is amazing.
Well, it's been non-stop today.
I've very rarely seen a show on Friday during the day with this many people. It's been wonderful. Sarah and Michelle have done a wonderful job here.
Yeah, I've been telling the folks on Shane's channel. I said this is better than a Chicago show. There's joie de vivre here. There's heart. People just love music, and it's a real event for the people coming here. It's not just about the equipment.
And it's all ages. The only downside is I don't speak French.
Oh well, you can hire me, and I'll replace you. But I have to go and sell my record restoration machines there.
Fantastic.
So
Always good to see you.
yeah, we've had a great time, man. You take care.
Thank you. You as
yeah,
well.
see you in Exponent, man.
All right, see you in a couple of weeks.
You got it. You got it. There we go. There we go. So here yesterday we saw the setup here where Van now owns also Acoustic Research as well as the Acora. So this is his first preview here. You again.
You again.
Yeah, say hi to Shane.
Hey guys, how are you?
There we go. So we got the ARs here. Yep. I came in here yesterday during setup. Here we have Moon again. Local product. And this is what the audio show used to be here in Montreal. We couldn't even walk down an aisle at the Hilton. This is going back in the 70s. And this again is the Friday. So we're going to go into my good friend here, Gershwin Acoustics out of Toronto. Oh, smells like alcohol here. Very good. Here's the man himself here. Say hi, everyone. Gershwin's from Toronto.
Hello.
Very good. Very good. Nice sounding room. Love your special edition there. Traffic's been very good, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Anne and Danielle twisted my arm to come to the show here. So we'll chat when it gets a bit quieter. So there's more good music, Shane. This is Montreal. Okay, here we go. Just bumped into a couple of nice, interesting products here. And we'll interview this gentleman here and see what he has to say. Bonjour, who are you and what do you do? And
yes, hi. We are a distributor for Canada, and we sell and import and distribute products that are mostly European. And what you see here are speakers from France called Revival. And of course we have Sugden and a Watson from Switzerland. The Watson is a streamer deck. And very simple, elegant, and performance system.
Very good. And what are the retail prices in Canadian for the flagship products?
Yes, the Atlant 5, the speakers you have right here are 7,500 Canadian.
Oh wow, that's a very reasonable price.
Yes, the Sugden is 10,002, and the Watson streamer is 7,000 Canadian.
Oh, very good. And how's been the response at the show? Pretty good?
Very, very.
So you basically represent the products to all the dealers across Canada?
Across Canada, yes.
Very good. And how's their reaction with it?
Reaction is great. We have like very good comments. People are delighted to see the Sugden and to be able to listen to the Revivals, which are very popular speakers that you can't see everywhere, but
well, I think that's the key, to have products that are different.
Products that are different
and sound great.
Great and handmade also.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Very nice. Merci beaucoup. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. We just finished a wonderful Saturday. We got one more day to go. There's the big 80s festival. And we got folks that are out in the hot tub, on the rooftop here. The snow has disappeared. Very nice here in Montreal, nice and sunny. And who do I have here? I have Joe DeMello from Acoustic Technologies. And Joe, how long have you been in business and how did you get started in this?
I'd say 25 years in September.
25 years?
I started 25 years ago. Started just by doing servicing, and then started making cables. Got into afterwards 10 years later into retail store. Haven't stopped ever since.
Okay, very good. And you also do obviously some manufacturing for some local companies as well. Yeah, crossovers and whatever. So.
Also, I have furniture line with custom-made furniture for Montreal Audio.
Very good. So what do you think of the show today and yesterday?
Yesterday was great, but today was much better turnaround. Very compared to last year, much bigger turnout. I found more people were interested, like just visiting. So lots of questions.
Well, very good. Well, Joe's one of the guys that's been out here for a long time, and he happens to be also my distributor here in the East, and we had a great time today, and his Italian sandwiches were a treat. So that's it from Montreal, and we're going to now go into the big festival, 80s rock and roll. So see you from there. Well, greetings from the 80s party at the Montreal Audio Fest. There we go. there we go, the team Acora and Audio Research. There we go, from Toronto. There we go, and we got Anne and Danielle, and we even have Jason, the audiophile junkie from the United States here. It's going to be an 80s disco plus night, and 80s wasn't disco. And tonight is the reception. We gave a couple of industry awards here. This is very unlike every show in America. We have awards that go to deserving individuals. I'll be interviewing one of them later on, and his business and what he's done in the industry, and now the younger generation have taken over the business. So, I don't know, someone wants to talk to me, I don't know what's going on, so there we go. So this is for Shane in Australia. What are you doing to me?
Hey Shane, how are you? We're having the industry dinner in Canada. This is camaraderie that happens in the audio industry here, which happens nowhere else that I know of in the world. It's a great time, man.
Yeah, and there we got Matt from VPI. Hey Matt, say hi to Australia.
Hi Australia.
Very good.
This is a great time over here. We're cleaning, we're listening to music, we're having bunnies, we're doing all sorts of exciting things, and it's the 80s.
That's right.
You gotta be over here.
You got it. You got it. So anyways, as you see, everyone's enjoying themselves, and I'll have a little interview for you guys later. But really, you know, this ain't Expona. This is much better because the camaraderie of everyone that are in the industry are here tonight. So much more later on from Kirmuss and your roving reporter. Well, you've seen the Paris 5 turntable in our booth in England that we use every time we have a trade show. And this is the genius behind Oracle, one of the geniuses, little humor. This is Jacques Riendo. I've known him. He's from Quebec, and he's all over the map in the States, and he's presenting his product here with Gershman. So, Jacques, bonjour. Say hi to folks in Australia and the world.
Well, hi from here from Canada. Nice meeting you all, and we're proudly showing here in the Montreal Audio Fest 2025 our latest designs, classic designs as well, because we've been around for 45 years. So we're showing with a group of people that Eon Art and Gershman and also Cardus. So we, over the years, teamed up and developed a very good synergy to be able to do a great demonstration of the products that we make. As far as Oracle is concerned, we introduced last year our new Oracle Reference 1 tone arm. So this has some very interesting features, and we're testing the first generation of the arm. So we made a first pre-production batch and tested the concept. So we're dealing with a 20 gram effective mass, which allows us to cover a very wide range of phono cartridges. We also integrated an auto lift feature on the arm. So the end of play lift is a very interesting feature. Has nothing to do with sound but convenience, and other than that, just the normal VTA bits and pieces that allow precise calibration. And our focus, just like what we did with turntables, is always dealing with micro energy, micro vibrations, anything that will have an adverse impact on the sound quality. So on the Delphi, we introduced many years back the micro vibration stabilizer system, which is a silicone damping device that dampens the suspension and stabilizes its the platform, and the impact it has on the sound is somewhat similar to the focus on a camera. So it allows you, being external, once the suspension is calibrated, you're able to fine-tune the sub-chassis or floating platform interaction to the environment where you're in, and you're able to dial the focus where you can get very extended bass and wide sound field. But basically what it does, by stabilizing the platform, you're actually allowing the cartridge and the stylus to read the groove with higher accuracy.
Well, we've known each other for quite so many years. How did the company start in this?
45 years ago,
Yep.
my brother was a philosophy teacher, and he traveled the world because he was working at the University of Sherbrooke, and he was going to different universities to lecture and do things like that. At the same time, he was a semi-professional musician playing guitar, so music was always there, and there was also a passion playing with bits and pieces of audio stuff. And then that's when he started to fiddle with a turntable concept, and that's when the Oracle came out in 1979. What is great about the Oracle is that what we build today, 45 years later, has the exact same footprint as the original design. So we're able to implement upgrades that we developed over the years and adapt them to the very first units that we built. So how things got started with Marcel was really just this passion that went from music to starting to play with stuff, and he's very good mechanically speaking, and so playing with that and learning to make this turntable a step further. But the other part was introducing the artistic concept of the design, because back in the days we were dealing with square boxes, and the concept or the idea behind his turntable creation was to have a floating sculpture. So that's why the unit was originally like today we have three different generations. Like this is a reference which uses a 40-pound, about 18 kilo granite base, but the original concept was a clear acrylic base, and the idea of the clear acrylic base was to illustrate air. So it gives the impression that the sculpture is floating in the air.
Well, one of the nice parts is when you buy an Oracle turntable, you have the company backing you for life. I've seen the factory, the upgrades and whatever available, just because of the genius of starting with the basic design and then keep on improving it and bringing new technologies. And Jacques' company here in Canada is being seen everywhere around the world. We use his Paris 5 at all the shows in Europe. Nice beautiful white unit, sounds great, and Jacques, we continue to wish you all the best and continued success and continued expansion in the marketplace. And guys in Australia, do take a look at Jacques' website. Do take a look at his products. They're very refreshing, and like I always like to mention, it's interesting to meet the creators of the products. It's not saying best of room sound and all of this nonsense. It's really seeing the passion that people have. And Quebecers are known to be des patenteux. Means, I guess it's kind of like me, we create a lot of interesting things out of our mind. So what do we have here?
Well, that's a Delphi signature. So in the Delphi series, we have three models: the Classic, which has the clear acrylic base, the Signature, which uses the light just to to create a new dimension to the sculpture, and then the Reference, which is using a granite base. So this is the Delphi Signature, but technically speaking, we're dealing with exactly the same level of performance and quality as all the other Delphis.
Yeah, and this one here is 19,000 Canadian.
Yeah,
with Yep.
And without the arm, yes.
Without the arm,
That's right.
and then the arm is another 4,200.
Well, this one, yeah.
Okay.
If we look at the Oracle reference stone arm,
Yes.
we're talking about $9,000 retail for Canadian dollars.
Right.
And that's for the Oracle reference one. And then we also have the Origin, which is our entry level. So the Origin, as we see it there, it's $3,265, like $3,265 Canadian, and this is a very simple device without a suspension. What you're seeing below is the different colors that are available for the insert. So
beautiful.
You can use different color inserts. So it brings a different dimension to the place where you're going to use the table. So we're using a uni-pivot design. It's a very clever and very high performance stone arm. And again, we have a 20-gram effective mass, a very massive weight at the base of the arm to increase and stabilize the lower, the lower section of the arm to prevent some swaying. How do you say that?
Yeah, some sway. Yeah. We're all very familiar with an American brand of turntable, and they use a unipivot, but Jacques' designs really bring a new refreshing and accuracy and stability to the unipivot base design.
Yep.
So it's not a gimmick. It's really wonderful.
Oh, it doesn't.
And I think you guys in Australia, someone should. You have any sales in Australia?
There are people there we're dealing with, and I say hello to all the Oracle owners in Australia. There are a number of them.
Oh, that's great. That's
Thank
great.
you for supporting us. We really appreciate it.
Very good. Well, thank you so much, Jacques, in taking the time. This is, I'm an engineering guy, and I look at the nuts and bolts, and it's very refreshing to see friends from Canada having such a large impact globally. So we'll go and walk around a bit, and we'll speak to you later. By the way, all of these turntables, they give you the best bang for the dollar, and I forgot to ask Jacques about this one here. So what's the pricing on retail here in Canadian dollars?
Yeah, well, the Delphi reference is about $19,000. The Oracle reference one is $9,000, and we're using a Benz Micro cartridge that has been built for Oracle, and that is $2,750. So we're looking at a package of $30,000 for the turntable, and we priced it not with the existing madness that we have in the market right now, which is going for this, totally ridiculous prices. I think the Delphi at that price will outperform many of the so-called so much more expensive turntables because we're not focusing on trying to get hundreds of thousands of dollars for that. We're focusing on getting the best possible performance, and believe me, the sonic quality and performance of the turntable is in no way linked to the price tag.
Yeah, and especially here today, we're going to be seeing some mentors giving away some equipment that's vintage equipment to the younger crowd. And, again, we can upgrade. And, this, quite frankly speaking, is, if I wasn't developing a couple of new things, it would be a toss-up between this guy here, but quite frankly speaking, I'm the guy that wears all the crazy clothes colors. This is my favorite here. It really is. And the sonic quality that people are talking about, and the unipivot tone arm design that he has improved on compared to some others that are in the market that are just selling price. Every turntable you buy, you get part of Jacques and his team, Stéphane.
Part of the team.
There you go, Jacques, Stéphane, absolutely. Oh yeah.
Stéphane Nadeau and myself are both the owners of the company, but it's a teamwork. I mean, what we do, our our tech team, they've been with us for more than 25 years. So it's Oracle is not Jacques Riendo. Oracle is the whole team.
As a matter of fact, in the first Toronto show, when we just opened up our company, all of a sudden, this gentleman who I didn't know, I knew about the brand, he runs up to me crying out of his studio, and I'm in the hallway with my record washing machine. Sorry, record restoration machine. It's no $20 for you there, Shane. And he's crying. And I said, oh shit, what did I do? Did I break his record or whatever? And he comes running and he says, wow, I haven't heard this record sound this good. And then Stefan, their sales manager, business partner, worked my booth restoring records for 2 days. Now that was crazy. And I'm going back to Toronto. Maybe we can have Stefan doing that all over again, like 10 years later. Anyway, Jacques, again, God bless you, and have a wonderful show.
See you guys.
Okay, cheers.
All the best.
Okay, guys, we just did earlier today interview with Jacques Riendo, and Jacques and Gershman's doing a great job here at the show. And I just wanted you to meet the fellow that I've been trying to interview for the last 3 shows. He's always busy, music going. We actually kind of walked out of the room because people are listening to the latest and greatest of the genius here. Of the Swan, the Black Swan. And how did you get into this business? And introduce yourself first.
Okay, my name is Eric Gershman. I'm the chief designer at Gershman Acoustics. And I got into this business because I truly love music and needed to have a good sounding system. So I started to develop my own sounding system, and I started from there.
And how long have you been doing this? And obviously you're from Toronto.
Yeah.
You came here for the good smoked meat and bagels that Montreal's famous for.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yes, the party. Yeah, you and I were ripping the floor last night, including you. There we go. We had fun.
Oh yeah, great fun.
Yeah, and what's nice here, we have Anne Bisson, who everyone knows here in the state circuit and obviously here in Canada, and she comes and sings live, where she has background music, and always at all the shows, these guys get to benefit from Anne's live performance, and it's great because the music that she's created and her vocals that are live without a microphone are just outstanding. So this is your latest product then?
Black Swan.
Yeah, the Black Swan is the latest product.
It is.
Okay.
The 30th anniversary.
Okay, and what is the Canadian retail price on that?
95,000 US or Canadian, whatever.
Okay.
And what's nice about it is the technology behind the speakers, which is the bass drop and the separate sub alignment system, which allows us to completely separate the tweeter and mid-range module from the woofer module, and so there's no vibration emitted from the subwoofer to the tweeter and mid-range. That allows the clarity of the sound and complete beautiful imaging and sound stage, as well as the articulations in the bass and the very, very low notes that we're able to produce by the subwoofer and the bass trap that we included inside the module.
Yeah, and the fun part here, a lot of people yesterday lost their internet connection, so only the folks with a turntable were able to demonstrate their wonderful creations. So so these guys always work with Jacques, and you met Jacques today. So I appreciate you guys taking the time, and Shane, thank you for allowing me to interview the folks that make this industry what it is. Passionate people here in Quebec, the joie de vivre yesterday. I was on the dance floor there. I hope no one took videos, but anyways, I'm a lousy dancer, but I like to rock and roll. So thanks, guys. Have a great show.
Thank you so much.
Bravo! So, what's the big deal about electrostatics and whatever? You know, we see your product everywhere. A lot of people are using it. What's the design? Yeah.
And a lot of people have been using it for our headphones. And it's been 30 or some even 40 years using our headphones. Our headphone, what's special about it is the detailed sound, not only in instrument, but also in vocal. So we have a lot of people who listen to electric guitars. They come to us and they're saying insane amount of detail, and in orchestra sound or in classical musics, the sound detail on all the products.
Now, I'm assuming that your amps and your headphones are really tailored to work together, but I'm assuming also they'll work with other products that are out there. But I'm assuming you have a better recipe if someone buys a whole complete pair.
Correct. If you buy the complete system from us, it's a good combo because it matches with each other, and if you're adding more headphones into your amplifier, it has another different character. It comes up. Some are more open space on our headphone. Some are more detail in our headphones and instruments.
Oh, that's great. Dan is selling all our records here, doing a lot of live vocals in a lot of the rooms.